For decades, the skies have been a chessboard for global superpowers, where control is asserted by the most advanced fighter jets. These incredible machines are far more than just aircraft. They are the sharpest tip of a nation's defensive spear. They patrol borders, intercept threats, and project strength far beyond their own shores, ensuring that a country can protect its interests and its people from any potential aggressor. A capable air force acts as a powerful deterrent, sending a clear message that any attack will be met with a swift and decisive response. It's a high-stakes game of technological one-upmanship, where victory is often decided by mere fractions of a second or a slight advantage in sensor range. Historically, the conversation about top-tier fighters has been dominated by giants. The United States, with its massive defense budget, has produced behemoths like the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning II. Russia and China have consistently fielded their own formidable designs, pouring immense resources into creating jets that can challenge American dominance. In this arena of titans, Sweden's contributions were often overlooked. Its Saab-built jets, like the earlier Gripen variants, were seen as competent and cost-effective, but not quite in the same league. They were considered excellent regional defenders for a neutral country, but not game-changers on the world stage. This perception, however, was built on an outdated understanding of what makes a fighter truly superior. While bigger nations focused on raw power, stealth, and overwhelming numbers, Sweden was quietly playing a different game. Their philosophy was rooted in efficiency, clever engineering, and adaptability. They designed jets that could operate from dispersed, makeshift runways like highways, required minimal ground crew, and could be turned around for another mission in minutes, not hours. This focus on pragmatic, real-world operational needs was laying the groundwork for a revolutionary leap forward, one that would soon catch the world's attention in a dramatic fashion. The arrival of the latest iteration, the JAS-39 Gripen E, signaled a profound shift. It wasn't just a simple upgrade. It was a complete reimagining of the platform. Built with an open architecture system, it was designed from the ground up to be easily and rapidly updated with new software and hardware. This was a direct contrast to the locked, proprietary systems of many of its competitors. This design choice, initially seen as a niche benefit, would prove to be its most powerful weapon. It transformed the Gripen from a mere fighter jet into a flexible, evolving platform, perfectly positioned to embrace the most disruptive technology in modern warfare. Artificial intelligence. The true revolution arrived under the banner of Project Beyond, a collaboration between Saab and the German AI firm Helsing. Their goal was audacious: to integrate a true artificial intelligence agent into the Gripen E's core systems and have it fly the plane in complex combat scenarios. This AI, named Centaur, was not just a simple autopilot. It was designed to be a cognitive partner, capable of processing vast amounts of battlefield data from radars, sensors, and data links in real time. The plan was to create a co-pilot that could think, adapt, and execute maneuvers at a speed no human could ever match, fundamentally changing the dynamics of aerial combat. The integration process was astonishingly fast. Thanks to the Gripen E's open architecture design, engineers were able to embed the Centaur AI into the fighter's flight control and mission systems in just 6 months. This is a time frame that is virtually unheard of in the world of advanced military aviation, where even minor software updates can take years to certify and deploy. Before ever leaving the ground, the Centaur AI was subjected to intense training within a hyper-realistic simulator. There, it flew countless missions, accumulating the equivalent of 50 years of combat experience for a human pilot, learning the nuances of tactics and survival. In a series of groundbreaking test flights conducted over the Baltic Sea between late May and early June of 2025, the theory became a reality. With a human pilot in the cockpit to observe and ensure safety, the Centaur AI was given control. It wasn't just maintaining level flight. It was engaged in a simulated beyond visual range battle against another manned Gripen jet. The AI autonomously piloted the aircraft, performing complex combat maneuvers, tracking the opponent, and even cueing the human pilot on the optimal moment to launch a simulated missile. This was a historic moment, the first time a tactical AI had ever taken control of a modern operational fighter. What made these tests so remarkable was the AI's performance under pressure. It demonstrated superior situational awareness and tactical decision-making, adapting its strategy on the fly. In one test, engineers deliberately disabled the command and control data links, cutting the AI off from external guidance. Even in this isolated state, Centaur continued the mission flawlessly, relying only on the Grippen's own onboard sensors to track and engage its target. It proved that the AI was not just a pre-programmed tool, but a resilient and independent combat entity, a true thinking partner in the cockpit. The success of the Centaur AI has completely reshuffled the deck in the global fighter market. The Gripen E, once seen as a budget-friendly alternative, now possesses a unique and powerful advantage that even the most expensive jets cannot currently match. Its primary competitor, the American F-35 Lightning II, is a technological marvel of stealth and sensor fusion, but it is also incredibly expensive, costing well over $100 million per aircraft. Furthermore, its complex closed-off systems make rapid upgrades, especially with third-party software like Centaur, a much more difficult and lengthy proposition. The Gripen E, at around $85 million, now offers a different kind of superiority. The Swedish jet's edge lies in its combination of cost-effectiveness, operational flexibility, and now, AI-driven tactical prowess. A country can purchase and operate a larger fleet of Gripens for the same price as a smaller number of F-35s. The Gripen's lower maintenance needs and ability to operate from austere locations already made it an attractive option for nations with smaller defense budgets or unique geographical challenges. Now, with the proven ability to integrate a combat AI, it offers a qualitative leap that can potentially offset a numerical or stealth disadvantage. A pilot assisted by Centaur can manage a battle space with an efficiency that is simply beyond human capacity. This new capability is turning heads globally. Before the AI breakthrough, the Gripen E was already secured by the Swedish and Brazilian air forces, who valued its performance and adaptability. Now, interest is expected to surge, particularly among NATO members in Eastern Europe and other nations looking to modernize their air forces without breaking the bank. For these countries, the Gripen E is no longer a compromise. It's a strategic choice. It offers a path to acquiring a highly advanced, future-proof fighter that can be rapidly evolved to meet emerging threats, a crucial advantage in a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape. The key takeaway is that the Gripen E with Centaur is now being marketed as a market-ready system. This isn't a distant conceptual technology. Saab and Helsing are presenting it as a capability available to mature customers of the Gripen E variant. This puts immense pressure on competitors. They are now faced with a fighter that is not only cheaper to buy and fly, but also possesses a cognitive enhancement that elevates the pilot's effectiveness to a superhuman level. The choice for many nations is no longer just about stealth versus agility. It's about whether to invest in a closed, expensive system or an open, adaptable, and artificially intelligent one. Sweden's success with the Gripen E and Centaur AI has officially fired the starting gun on a new kind of global arms race. While other major powers like the United States and China have been working on AI for aviation for years, their projects have largely focused on unmanned, loyal wingman drones, or have been kept under a tight shroud of secrecy. The Swedish achievement is significant because it's the first publicly demonstrated and successful integration of a tactical AI into the cockpit of an existing operational fighter jet. It places Saab and Sweden at the absolute forefront of this technological wave, proving that innovation can trump sheer budget size. The implications are causing ripples across the defense establishments of superpowers. They are now facing the reality that a smaller, more agile nation has beaten them to a critical milestone. The Gripen E's demonstration creates a new benchmark for what a modern fighter should be capable of. It's no longer enough to have advanced radars or stealth coatings. A jet must now also have the capacity for intelligent automation and cognitive support. This forces other programs, from the American next-generation air dominance to China's J-20 development, to accelerate their own AI integration efforts to avoid falling behind a supposedly lesser competitor. The road ahead for the Gripen E is one of continuous evolution. The data gathered from the initial flights is already being analyzed to refine and expand Centaur's capabilities. The next steps will likely involve teaching the AI to manage electronic warfare systems, conduct reconnaissance, and perhaps even coordinate swarms of unmanned drones, all while the human pilot focuses on the broader strategic picture. These planned test flights throughout 2025 will push the boundaries even further, solidifying the Gripen's status as the world's first true AI-powered fighter. This rapid, iterative development cycle is a core part of the Gripen's strength. Ultimately, the story of the Gripen E and Centaur marks the beginning of a new chapter in military history. The future of aerial combat will be defined by the synergy between human pilots and their artificial intelligence partners. While ethical debates about autonomous weapons will rightly continue, the strategic advantage offered by AI is too significant for any nation to ignore. The little Swedish jet that could has done more than just prove its own worth. It has shown the entire world the future of air power, a future where the smartest fighter, not necessarily the biggest or most expensive, will rule the skies.